Top things not to do in Egypt. Top tips you need to know before you're traveling to Egypt. Never ever to do these things in Egypt.
Don't kiss in the street. Never ever to do that in Egypt. You should avoid any kind of kissing. It might be considered rude. Do not cross the street by yourself. The traffic in Cairo is chaotic. The cars will not stop for you. Either, fortunately, you can either follow an Egyptian as he or she crosses the street, or someone will help you. They are a nice people. Don't wear sleeveless t-shirt apart from Egypt coastal cities. The locals are a little more amenable if you stick to moderate. Clothing men should avoid sleeveless tees, and women should consider avoiding shorts. Do not use the camera in the street in Egypt. Without any permission from Egyptian government, you cannot use the camera in the street. It is not allowed. Do not go to Egypt without visiting at least once Sharm el-Sheikh, Hurghada, Dahab or Taba, and to make the diving there, and to see the beauty of Red Sea. Also, do not forget to rent a boat in the sea. Take a safari trip. You will never ever forget this trip in your life. Never ever to go to Saint Catherine without looking at the top of mountain of our Prophet Musa and seeing the view of the rising sun in front of you, and including on Wadi Towa and seeing the place where Prophet Musa prostrated to Allah at the top of the mountain. Do not go to Alexandria to go down to the sea, but Alexandria is one of the most beautiful cities in Egypt, which is Greece, Egypt. Alexandria has many tourist places such as the Roman Theatre, the Pillar of Sawari, the Library of Alexandria, the Kaibai Castle, and many others. During your trip in Egypt, always have a tour guide with you. He will be your guide in your tourist trip. He will also help you if you like to go to shopping places. He will help you to buy at good prices, and the amount you pay for the tour guide is not expensive. Never ever when you are sitting talking to an Egyptian and you put a leg over a leg in front of him. The Egyptians consider it an insult to them and a lack of respect for them. Do not drink any alcoholic in the street. Not only is it unacceptable from a social standpoint in some areas, you might be committing crime. Do not worry about punctuality. If you make plans to meet someplace with an Egyptian local, don't be surprised if they are late. It is not a personal slight, just go with it. Never ever to go to Cairo only to visit the pyramids and the Sphinx. In the city of Cairo there are more than 54 wonderful tourist places, including the Egyptian Museum, which is the most famous museum of phonics in the world, and the Islamic Museum in Cairo, which is the best and the most famous museum of Islamic antiquities in the world, and the Zoological Museum in the zoo is a very beautiful thing. And one of the most famous landmarks of Cairo, which is the Cairo Tower, is the most famous tower and the tallest building in Egypt. Never ever to visit Cairo Tower without to go to the top of the Cairo Tower and to see the beauty of Cairo from the top of the tower. And never ever forget to eat in the Dawar restaurant in Cairo Tower. Also take a boat in the Nile and visit the most famous tourist market in Egypt, which is Khan al-Khalili market. And if you like to visit palaces in Cairo, there is many palaces such as Abdin Palace, Sakakini Pasha Palace, Al-Ministry Pasha Palace, Muhammad Ali Pasha Palace, and also visit the largest open Islamic museum in the world in Al-Mu'azz Lidin al-Fatimi Street. If you are coming to Egypt for physiotherapy, do not go to Egypt without going to Safrag for physiotherapy in the sun, or until you go to Hilwan for self water or for spas or in Sukhna, or even to go to the salt cave in Siwa or the salt water springs in Siwa. Do not listen to anyone who warns you that you are going to Egypt for any reason. Egypt is one of the most beautiful countries in the world, and the tourism in it is many and varied, such as recreational tourism, medical tourism, conference tourism, sports tourism, and culture tourism, and many others. So my recommend to you, never ever to listen to anyone who warns you to go to Egypt and to come to see by your eyes.
How much? 400.
I know it's 120 maximum.
250. 350. No.
يا عم انت بتفاصل فيه، انا اول مره الاقي خواجه بيفاصل زيك كده.
Don't come to the airport and take a regular taxi from the airport. The first time you come to the airport, you will find many people who tell you, a taxi sir. Don't you ride with them. First, because they pay you a very expensive price, and also for security and safety. You ride with a taxi driver you don't know. So it is better the first time you buy SIM card with the internet, download the program Uber and Karim in your phone, and order a taxi through the application. Will be more cheap and more safe, more than to take a normal taxi from the airport. Don't go to the pyramids and the Sphinx, ride a horse or camel there, because they will pay you a very high price. But if you still want to ride a horse or camel there, it is better to ask more than a lot of people about the price, and also try to discuss a lot about the price with them as much as you can. Do not go to bazaar to buy any gifts before you take a tour of more than one store, and know the prices well. After that, you negotiation with the seller about the prices of the gift you want to buy.
زي كده
يا نهار
زي
اسود
كده زي
اديني
كده زي كده اهو.
If you decided to visit Egypt in springtime, so never ever to try to eat fisikh. This kind of food, it is very famous, especially in springtime. It is from ringa, mluha and fisikh. It is not healthy food. Be careful, be safe. Any Egyptian invite you to his house for lunch or dinner, don't go to his house without taking any gift with you, such as a box of chocolate, cakes, or even any kind of fruits. Always keep cash money in your pocket. Whatever you go inside Egypt, you will need it, especially if you go to buy any gift or to buy any something from the supermarket. So you will need the cash money.
If you like my video, please make like and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any question, please leave in comments. Thank you for watching my video. See you with the next video. Have a great day.